Happy Wednesday, halfway through the work week. Thank you so much for streaming us for your extended weather forecast. I'm CBS 8 meteorologist Vanessa Paz. All right, how hot have we been? Well, we've been so warm that we have broken all-time monthly records for the month of March. So we have hit our hottest temperatures that we've seen so far in the month of March since we've been recording data, so at least over the past 30 years or so. We easily set records for so many cities in Southern California, including Anaheim, Santa Ana, Idlewild, Thermal, and Indio, reaching highs in the low hundreds and upper 90s. Mind you, we should typically be in the 70s for a lot of those spots for this time of year. So to say that we are trending above normal is truly an understatement. Here locally, we broke a monthly max record of in Alpine with a high of 96 yesterday, beating out the old record of 95 that was set back in the 1950s. All right, so let's go ahead and take it back here locally and see what we're expecting throughout the day. So this is data. This is what I'm forecasting for the next 12 hours, specifically in Escondido. We will be heading highs close to the mid to low 90s. Notice how we have a crawl by about 10 degrees or so each hour by the time we get to 9 o'clock. So at 9, we'll still be in the low 70s. We easily soar close to 90 degrees by 11, and then we're in the 90s by the 2 p.m. hour. Over the next 12 hours, most of the inland valleys will be in the mid 90s with plenty of sunshine to go around. It'll be another hot day as the heat wave continues. On average, as I mentioned, the inland valley should usually be seeing highs in the low 70s. We will be anywhere between 20 to nearly 30 degrees above that when it comes to our normal comparison. And where there is an asterisk is actually where we are set to break daily records, even maybe some more monthly all-time records. So that goes for San Diego, Vista, Escondido, Ramona, Palomar Mountain, and Borrego Springs. And again, average, we are going to be so far from that. I'm forecasting another day of high 80s for the coastal areas and 90s for our inland valleys. Big picture, the reason why we're under such these warm, hot temperatures, unusually hot temperatures, is all due to that ridge of high pressure. It's not going anywhere. In fact, it's sitting stalled over the southwest for quite some time. As I fast forward to next Tuesday, it continues to sit over Southern California. And the jet stream, which would filter in some of that cooler air, is just well to our north. It's not even touching California in most cases. And that's what we need to cool us down. So unfortunately, we are not going to see that cooler air really enter the picture for at least the next 7 to 10 days or so. The hot temperatures have triggered heat advisories for most of Southern California, from central all the way down to San Diego. As we take a look a little closer to San Diego County, we are still under that heat advisory for all of those coral colored areas all the way through Friday night. The coastal areas will continue to see those highs in the 80s and 90s. The valleys will be touching in the low hundreds for those hotter spots. In the mountains, will be in the mid 80s and high 90s up until the end of the week. We want to emphasize, again, make sure that you're staying hydrated. I know I had family members who were actually getting headaches yesterday, and I said, well, how much water did you drink? You know, you really have to stay hydrated. It sneaks up on you, and you don't even know, really, you don't realize how again, detrimental it could be to your overall health. So just make sure that you're drinking a lot of water, taking frequent breaks in the shade, especially if you work outside, and checking on those who don't have AC. Make sure that they're finding adequate ways to stay cool. Here's what your 7-day forecast looks like along the coast and inland areas. We are going to deal with this heat all the way through the end of the week, and then we have some relief Saturday and Sunday. But even by then, we're still going to stay warm. The inland valleys will still be hovering around 90 degrees by the time we get to the weekend. So again, don't let your guard down. Just because we go from near 100 down to the low 90s and 80s, still make sure that you are taking the proper precautions, especially when it comes to spending time outside, and especially if any kids are involved. I know a lot of kids have their weekend sporting events. Make sure that they are drinking plenty of water as well. We do have noticeable relief next week, especially when we hit down to the upper 80s for the inland valleys and high 70s for the coastline. For the mountains and desert areas, they'll be approaching a little bit of a lag when it comes to the warm up. The warmest days will continue to be Friday, but we'll still stay warm all the way through the weekend. The desert areas will actually see that heat extended all the way through the first half of the weekend. We have hundreds on tap all the way through next week, but the hottest days will be Thursday and Friday, when those daytime highs will soar near 110.